Hi guys, Spartan765. Today I'm just doing an update on my SKS. I'm mainly doing this update because I got a couple of modifications for it. I have been looking for an accurate way to, or a good, reliable, accurate sighting system for the SKS. Something you can capably get 4-inch, 2 to 4 inch groupings at 100 meters, which is pretty good for an SKS. I've tried everything from these receiver cover mounts. This is my first one, didn't work, it wobbled too much. This is the second one, didn't work, wobbled too much. Here's a couple more failed things, these scopes that go on here. The scopes are good, but the mounting systems suck. This mag I bought, it's a poly 30 round. They don't feed hollow points at all. They don't feed full metal jacket very good either. It sucks, so I'm returning it. And this is a 30 round metal mag I bought. Sucks, piece of crap. Probably the worst thing I've ever spent my money on is a metal 30 round. Just some advice. I've tried probably about 4 different types of metal magazines, or not metal magazines, 30 rounds. It just seems 30 rounds don't work with SKSs. The biggest capacity I can get it with 20 rounds. This metal 20 round, I actually spent about 2 hours modifying it, and it works pretty good. Tapco works the best. $20, you get a 20 round magazine. Perfect, feeds flawlessly with hollow points, any type of round. The main reason I'm doing this is because I got a ts200 site, tacticalsolutions.com. Or no, not Tactical Solutions. What's the name of the site here? Oh, techsites.com. Yeah, techsites.com is the name of the website that has these. It's a very good ts200. This site system here costs $60. The ts100, which is a standard M16A1 style flip sight, costs $45, but I got the one with elevation adjustment, as you can see. Very nice sight. Elevation, windage adjustment. It's magnesium, some alloy with magnesium frame, so it's extremely hard, durable. Very nice sight. It's the only reliable thing that I've found in the sighting system I found for an SKS that works really good, really great. It uses the receiver cover pinhole, mounts securely in there, then has 4 steel screws, brass tipped, so you don't damage your receiver. Just holds it tight down there. You can tighten it up pretty good. I don't know, but I've heard you can get like 2 to 4 inch groupings at 100 yards with this sighting system here. With the other sighting systems I've gotten 5 or 6 inch groupings at 100 yards, and the most recent was a red dot that was up here. I could get probably 4 inch groupings, 4 to 5 inch groupings at 100 yards, but I need better than that because I'm taking it hunting this year. So a couple of modifications, or this, first of all, this takes no gunsmithing. Well, a little bit. If you have a T6 stock like this, or a tactical stock, really any tactical stock, as you can see right here, you're going to have to Dremel this out. And you do not want this to be tight in the stock, because when you put this in the receiver and barrel in, it'll still go back maybe a millimeter when you fire it. So you want to leave a good open space. You do not want this at all touching the stock. Locks in there pretty good. There's really no gunsmithing required other than that. If you do not have a T6 stock and you just have the regular wood stock, all you really got to do is just grind down the little pin on the end of this. I ground it off so you can't see it. The little pin on this receiver cover or release. That's all you got to do. Just a Dremel will do it. I'm keeping it in case, I probably won't ever want to go back, but I'm just keeping it because it's a stock part. Keeping all the stock parts I have. A couple things for hunting. This is as is for hunting. For the hunting modification, or the hunting arrangement, T6 stock, ts200 iron sights, RAS. This is actually an M4 RAS that I got. I don't like the big huge frickin' one that fits over the SKS and the whole thing is a rail. I don't like that. So I got an M4 RAS, used the top half of it. Works pretty good. I secured it since it's a carbon fiber stock. The screws hold very well. Fired thousands of rounds, about 3,000 rounds with it. Hasn't came loose. Got digital camo rails and a foregrip with detachable pop-up bipod. Pretty good arrangement, pretty convenient. Another thing you got to do with any TS sight, Tactical Solutions, you got to remove the original iron sight. You know, you can get pretty good groupings with the original iron sight, but you know, not as good as you could with this, because this is a ghost ring sight. The hardest part of this was getting this stupid pin out. It took me, I really hammered it. I bent 2 gunsmithing punches, which made me kind of mad. I finally got it out though. And then it comes with, you do not want to take the spring out, because underneath the spring is the operating rod, and there is a big pore cut there, obviously for the operating rod when it slides back to let some of the air pressure go out. If you leave this open, you run the risk of getting dust in there, etc. But they do supply you with a little pin that's kind of milled down, so this does not obstruct your sight view, which is kind of nice. Another thing I got is a recoil buffer. Just a note, you don't want to modify an SKS ever full auto, because it wasn't designed to be fully automatic, and that's very, very bad on the receiver with the bolt slamming back. Bump firing is very, very bad on the receiver also, with the bolt flying back and hitting it. It can deform the receiver, it can make dents inside the receiver. Really one of the only safe ways you can bump fire it, but not in long rapid succession, like is in, you know, a 75 round burst. You don't want to do that. Get a recoil buffer. That would help with bump firing if you ever do that, or just pulling the trigger really fast. It's no metal to metal contact, but if you modify yours and be stupid and make it fully automatic, you'll probably just slaughter the recoil buffer inside and just wreck your gun. Hey, that's your fault if you want to be a dumbass and do something like that. But other than that, just a couple of things. In order to make this legal to hunt with, has to be compliance. I had to spend $30 in compliance parts. Made me kind of pissed off. The compliance parts I had to buy, they're in the gun right now. The Tapco piston and the Tapco operating rod. This is the stock piston right here, and the stock operating rod. When I got the Tapco, it was like 1/8 of an inch too long. It kind of pissed me off. I had to grind it down a little bit to make it shorter. Another good thing to get if you're going to get the ts200 is a front sight adjustment tool, because obviously this probably isn't going to be perfect on, you know, as was this, and you really don't want to be cranking that to the right or the left all the way, because it's just annoying to look through when it's like that. You want to try to do most of your crude adjustment up here on this thing, and then do your fine nitty picky crap on, or adjustments on this. Instead of just doing it all on this, you do some on this, some on this, you even it out, and your sight's not weighted to one side or the other. They're pretty good. You can pick them up for about $10. You want to get a steel one, don't get some stupid aluminum one or something like that, so it'll break. Another thing you should get is a rear sight adjustment tool. These cost $8 off of techsites.com. AR sight adjustment tool makes it 10 times easier to do that. You don't have to take like a punch or push it in there and then rotate it. Really easy, worth buying. Other than that, you want to get these. This is a Zytel 5-round magazine. I plan on getting about 6 of these before I go hunting. 6 more. They actually feed perfectly. They feed hollow points great, which are what I'm going to be using. These mags you cannot use for hunting because they're 20 round. They're illegal for hunting. But just for recreational shooting, metal mags, you don't want to buy these. But this one, I got it to work. Took me 2 hours of grinding, filing, and bending in order to get it to work right. Tapco's, $20, work perfect right out of the box. Excellent magazines. Other than that, if you go hunting, yeah, you gotta use 5 rounds unless they change the law, being that Obama's president and those gun people, those weird gun people that don't like guns, might even make it so you can't use a semi-auto weapon. But that's it. If you guys got any questions, comments, questions on how to modify, put TechSight on, or anything like that, any questions about it, feel free to send me a message and I can help you out with anything you need help with. 765 out.